Hello. Hello, 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 beautiful people. Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you all. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Cornelius. Okodili, my darling husband. Glorious reality. Gabriela. Yes. My baby, my baby, my baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Sienna, welcome. Hey. Let's link up. I want to see your face. Let's link up, guys. You want to see your face, yeah. Who missed me? Who missed me? Shaya Roots! Oh my God! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, let's link up. I will see you. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it's a spicy queen here tonight. Good evening, everyone. Shaya, I love you. Welcome. Good to have you. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I missed you all yesterday so much. Hey. Yeah. I missed you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we're warming up now. As more people are coming in, let's warm up. Let's warm up as more people are coming in. I know. If I see you, if I don't see you in our face, I want to chop now. See ya. If I don't see you, welcome, guys. Good to have you. Gabriela, welcome. Thank you so much. Glorious reality. Thank you. Kindly share the stream out, guys, in your community. Let's have more people coming. I miss you guys. Yeah, yesterday I wasn't really feeling too good, so I couldn't stream. But here I am tonight. It gives me a pleasure to have you guys here every night. You know that. Let's link up. I want to see Wango coming in and splashing the money already. Yeah. Wango, this is for you. Wango. Thank you for this amazing super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Thanks for joining the stream. We have Edward Smart. Welcome, Edward. You know too long. If I don't see your face, yeah. Welcome, Edward. Thank you so much. Hey, Nebuza. This is for you. Nebuza, welcome. Thank you so much. It's like the day. In the morning. I missed you yesterday. I missed you yesterday. Yeah, I wasn't feeling too strong. Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Woo! Nemuzo, welcome. Yeah, you missed me yesterday. I missed you yesterday. I missed every one of you yesterday. Baby girl wasn't feeling too good, so I decided to manage my energy and just lay down and sleep and rest. Yeah, thank you so much. Shaya Ruth. Yeah, I wasn't too strong yesterday, so I just thought it's wise to rest and then sleep it, take good care of myself, take some medications, and just relax, get my groove, get my energy back. But I'm happy I'm back today, feeling much more better. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's okay to take a break. Wango, thank you so much for this amazing super sticker. Wango, I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. Kamsi Yona, Glorious Reality, Gabriela, Nemuza, Shaya Ruth. Thank you so much. All right, Cornelius Opudili is okay, my darling husband. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Olufunke. Yeah, thank you so much. Olufunke, I just left your house not too long. Yes, thank you so much. That video of that picture memory was really great. Thank you. I appreciate you all. And tonight we'll be talking about how do you overcome false allegations from family, from friends, and even from in-laws. Because this Uju talk show, oh God. Dalarine, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Wanyoma, welcome. Thank you so much. So we'll be discussing how to overcome, like how do you get over false allegations, you know, and accusations from family, from friends, and especially from in-laws, because a lot has been happening, and it can be, it's really depressing, painful, sad to saw your footsteps. Thanks, ma. Okay, you know, to be accused of something you know nothing about, to be accused of what you don't even know about. Truth is, a lot of people are languishing in jail as we speak right now for crimes they never committed, for what they never did. Some may never get out. And even if they do, their life will never remain the same. Others are facing stigmatization due to false allegations. Some women have been wrongly accused in their husband's house, by their family, by friends. Some can't walk the street anymore. How do we overcome false allegations and accusations? Because we see this on daily basis. It happens. Some people get so depressed, and when they can't take it anymore, they either break down or they just delete themselves out of this world. So this is what we'll be discussing tonight. And I have a case study of someone I'll be sharing, a young lady preparing for her traditional marriage, and which was what made me, you know, decide to make the stream. And also a very dear friend of mine equally have shared an experience that really broke my heart. And I personally have, you know, been accused, not just by my family, even by people dearest to me. It's heartbreaking. And up till now, some of these accusations, I have just left it for God. Just like so many of us keep saying, let's leave it to God. Let God be the judge. But the thing is, it remains with you. How do you clear your name, especially when there is no evidence to clear your name? How do you go about it, especially when there is nobody to vouch for you, nobody to stand for you? How do you move on? Carrying that in your chest, knowing fully whether you never did this thing, you're being accused of. You know, it is really incomprehensible. Believe me, I don't know how some people go about living their normal lives even after this, because I don't think anybody will go living a normal life unless that is trashed or sorted out. So I welcome you all once again. Thank you so much. And I even have my link here. Whoever wants to jump on the link, please, you can jump on the link and we can rub minds together as we, go on, as we keep talking. Like I said, a couple of years ago, a young lady was prepping for her traditional marriage, and she went to the market with her younger sister to go get some items. Juba Bruce, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome, Juba. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Please, as you're coming in, kindly touch that like button, click the like, okay? And if you're not connected to me, go ahead and click the subscribe as well. And then if you have a community, please, I didn't come yesterday, so many people might be thinking I'm not still live today. Go ahead and share your community. Let's have more people come in to the stream, okay, as we go on, because it's a very sensitive matter we shall be discussing today. We don't know who will be needing this. We don't know whose word, whose your word will be comforting tonight. So it's going to be a comforting moment and an encouraging moment to strengthen someone out there and to encourage another person out there, like, look, it's time to do the right thing. And that is that right thing we need to discuss. Princess Beyond Passion, welcome, gorgeous queen. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining the stream. Welcome. Thank you so much. Like I said, we're discussing how to overcome false allegations and accusations. How do you move on? Have you been accused before by friends, by family, by in-laws? And how did you go about it? Yeah, thanks for that thumbs up. Thank you so much, Aya Ruth. I appreciate you, my gorgeous queen. Thank you so much. So I was saying, this young lady went to the market to get a few other items when a day before the in-laws will come for Ikwaka, which is the official asking of hand in marriage. And she quickly went to the market to get a few, because the market was just a stone throw from their house, not too far. You can see the market from where they live. So she decided, oh, she didn't get a perfume. So she quickly went to the market with her younger sister to buy one or two things and then the perfume. So when they, on reaching the market, they got everything. What brought them to the market was the perfume, and she forgot it. You know how an excited bride-to-be feels. A lot of things. She's seen a whole lot of things, and she's pricing a whole lot of items in the market, going from shoes to bags to purse to clothes and everything, because she's just so excited about the upcoming wedding. And her in-laws, her husband-to-be, and the family will be arriving the following day. So she was just too carried away, and they forgot the perfume, which brought them to the market in the first place. So on that, when they left already, they already crossed the road. Then she suddenly remembered that she didn't eventually get the perfume, which she went to the market with her sister. Yeah. So on reaching there, she bought the perfume and was coming out. Then suddenly somebody screamed. She was already outgoing, getting not too far from where her sister was waiting for her. Then she heard people shouting. He said, that's the girl there. That's the lady there. Catch her. She's a thief. She's a thief. And then people started screaming. While they were screaming, before you know, she turned. The next thing she heard was a slap, followed by a punch. Then before you say jack, people were bringing all manner of objects and items and using it on her. She didn't know what was going on. She was so confused, and no voice to even speak. She was like, what did I do? Before she would speak, they hit something on her mouth, and then, they just keep hitting her. You know how jungle justice work in the developed, underdeveloped countries or developing world. Hey, who do we have here? Thank you so much, Sade. Sade, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Rose Hudro, welcome. Thank you. And thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Please kindly share out in your community if you have, and please share out. Let's have more people come in here. Recommended by, oh, really? Say hello, Spicy Talk. I'm here from a recommended video about forgiveness. God bless you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad this video was recommended to you. And I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much. And kindly click the like button. And if we're not connected, you can also do me the favor by subscribing to this channel. Okay. This is what we do here every Monday to Friday. We bring out real life scenarios and we share it, encouraging and motivating ourselves. Unique Grace, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Unique Grace, thanks everyone. I appreciate you, and thanks for the thumbs up, and thanks for the share as well. So this was it. Before she knew what was happening to her, they brought tire round her neck, and someone quickly went and brought petrol. And that was how they lit this innocent young girl on fire. Right there. Thank you so much, Shade. Thank you. God bless you. Right there and then. Ngozi Kelly, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. And thanks for the thumbs up as well. Before you know it, this girl went into flames. Her younger sister was there waiting, and she saw the commotion. You know, she was kind of looking the other side, waiting for her sister to come to them. So she turned around, wondering what's the commotion, what's going on. She thought she saw the crowd, and then she saw fire. She saw fire, and you know, with the commotion, people shouting, "Thief, thief!" That's what they do. Finish her. Do you know? Trust me, this happened in the east in Nigeria, to be precise. She quickly went to go know what was happening, and on reaching there, she could see her sister's clothes, her bag, and she was screaming, "What is going on here? This is my sister!" While she was trying to scream and make her way through somebody hit her and say, "Oh, you be the sister." Another person held her mouth and said, "Close your mouth." They dragged her out of that place. She said she stood there transfixed, in shock, total shock, not knowing what was happening. The next thing she remembered was running back home to go call her parents. She called her parents, and she just couldn't explain. She was just shouting, her sister is on fire, her sister is on fire. They didn't understand, so they ran, they followed her because the house was not too far. They followed her, and on reaching there, before they could get there, this girl has burnt beyond recognition. By the time the parents reached and they started, "This is my daughter," she said she was just wailing, the mother wailing, everybody wailing. Something that was supposed to be a scene of joy the following day became a moment of mourning. She hasn't gotten over it because she witnessed it. She saw how her sister got burned on false accusation, false allegations. Some people never make it alive. Others, when they do, the mark remains. The stigma, the scar remains with them forever. Things never remain the same. She's still mourning her sister. She's yet to get over that tragic incident. And these things has been happening. And they will keep happening. Why? How people stay and accuse others of what they never did is beyond. I can't fathom it. I can't seem to understand how people go to sleep accusing another of what they never did. Glorious Reality, welcome, Queen. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for joining this and thanks for the thumbs up as well. How they go to sleep, knowing fully well that somebody somewhere is languishing in jail for crime they never committed, for what they never did. Some women have accused their husbands and they're languishing in jail for what they never did. Some men have been accused of defiling their children. Some have been accused of rape. Some have been accused of all sorts of things. And they are behind bars. They may never get out. Even when they do, may be too late to pick up the pieces of their life together. Princess Beyond Passion say, "Host, I remember I discussed false accusations in my LS a few months ago. It happens." Yes, it happens. People pay for crime they never committed, honestly. And it's really heartbreaking. How do we get over this? How do we stop this? How do you prove yourself innocent in the face of this? When everyone is pointing accusing finger and say, yes, look at her, she did it. Look at him, he did it. And they are maliciously destroying your name. How do you come out of it? How do you fight it? How do you find your voice to speak up and say no? How? Amazing Grandma's channel. Oh, welcome, Amazing Grandma. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. It's really heartbreaking. It is depressing. Like I said, I don't know how others go to sleep doing this. You know, there's something else that happens in our culture. And it's not really a good culture, I would say, because this is what wicked men and women do. They come up with it and they say it is the culture. It is not a culture. Jungle justice is always obtainable from zoological republic that claims to be a nation. Well, I wouldn't doubt you, Cornelius. I wouldn't doubt you. Thank you so much. Thanks. So, like I said, I'm dropping the link. Anybody that wants to come up, if you don't want your face to show, please, you can click on the link and the link will bring you up. You can close your camera when you do, and then you can talk to us. How do you find your strength in the face of accusation and allegations? I have tons of stories here. Yeah. Sherry says, as long as there is silence by those who should speak up, it will never stop. The silence is the enabler. Thank you. Silence means consent, some people will say. Silence means consent. Yes. Juba said, okay, that is so true because I experienced that false allegation even by my own family. Oh, it's so heartbreaking. It is. Now, how do you? Shaya said, you need to speak out. You need to speak up. You need to find your voice. Even when other voices around you, is trying to swallow up your own voice, trying to suppress your own voice. You just need to speak out. You need to defend yourself. And if you need to get a lawyer, so be it, especially when it has to do with crime. It is always better to get the help of an attorney, because on your own, you may not be able to fight this. You may not be able to, because you may not understand everything. So it's always good to find your voice. And if it's something that has to do with the law, then by all means, get a lawyer to speak out for you. Thank you so much, Ngozi Kelly. I appreciate you. Yeah, and then there's this thing happening. Some women's life have been ruined. Others never found their voice because they were accused of deleting their husbands. Now, this used to happen a lot in those days, back in the days, and it's still happening till today, despite the development, despite the education, despite the awareness created that this is wrong. Hell, Nemoma. Mommy Fechi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, Mommy. Welcome. Thank you so much, Mommy. Yeah, this is what we are discussing today. False allegations and accusations. How do you find your voice? This is what we are discussing today. Yes, even now, Shaya, even now it is still happening. Women are being forced. These things sometimes are done secretly so that they won't get help. When a man passes on, some cultures begin to accuse, some in-laws begin to accuse the woman of being behind the death of their husbands. They begin to accuse innocent women with children, claiming she did that for selfish reasons. So she can take over his property, so she can go marry another man. And this happens especially when the in-laws, that the brothers or the sisters never loved this woman. This is why one has to even be careful. As you are praying for a good man, pray for a good in-law, because sometimes you don't know why these in-laws don't like you. You don't know why they don't love you. You haven't done anything wrong to them. You have not offended them. They don't know you from Adams, but they don't just like your spirit. They don't like your spirit. And the moment you get in there, they begin to accuse you of things you never did. I know how heartbreaking it can be, because I have faced it equally. When you know within you, you never did that. And God forbid if anything eventually happens to their brother, then they point that finger straight at you and say, yes, we knew it. We said it. This woman, there must be something off about her. She has never been a good woman. We've always had our reservation about her. And then the next thing is, they come up with some things they call culture, which is not the culture for real. And they beat the body, the corpse, and they force the woman to drink the water from the corpse, infecting her. Some women die due to poisoning and bacterial infection from the water. And they say, yes, it is the gods that struck her. Mommy, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream, Mommy.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. How is Daddy?
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say something. I've not directly been affected. I was just sitting here scratching my head. Can I remember ever being accused of anything? I can't, as far as maybe I don't know. I can't remember anything significant that I remember for myself. However, I've known people who have been accused for what they did not do, and one of them is the very sad one, very, very sad case, and that landed this man in prison for years. But one thing was certain, and when the Igbo akagidi ocha, and you don't try to retaliate, you don't try to go and start looking for maybe Dibia or Onyenka or this one to retaliate, but your hand is clear and you are praying to God and trusting God. Hey, God will come forth for you. It may not be immediately, but God will surely come forth for you. So there are two different ones, but this one I want to mention was the fact that this man was accused for something that he did not do, and he landed in prison here in UK. While he was in prison, because I said what he did not do because that's what he told us when it happened. Because of the respect he has for us, for myself and hubby, he came to the house and told us everything. And for 1 year, he was going backwards and forwards to to the courts before he was sentenced. And each time he will come and tell us the details, how he's going and everything, and we continued praying. But eventually he was put inside. Here they call it inside. He was put inside. But looking at that particular case, I think God actually allowed that to happen because of I think God wanted to teach him a lesson, because what he did, what he was accused of, he swore with his own life that what he was accused of wasn't what he did, but he did something else. When somebody is married and they're keeping another woman out there, you tell your wife that you're going on night duty. You have in your calendar in your room, you put night there. The night is night in another woman's house. So that one he agreed he did. But that was what led him to what he was accused of, because eventually that woman that he was going to, when he has any argument with the wife, he normally goes to this woman and he'll just put those night duty. That's where he goes to do his night duty. This man has 3 children. So people should listen to what I'm saying here, because people do some things and they think maybe in Nigeria you may get away with it, but in diaspora people do not get away with many things. So he was doing that with that other woman, but obviously the wife was a bit suspicious, but didn't really can't put anything together. Eventually, what now brought him out was that he got a huge amount of money from his job, and then he told that concubine that he want to use that money to buy a car for his wife. So the mistress was like, "For real? So you now know that you have a wife. Each time you come here and you do all this with me, now you know you have a wife. You want to go and buy a car for her. How about me?" So he refused to give her any, or the amount she needed, she demanded, and that was it.
Okay,
So
mommy, 1 second. Mommy,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
cutting you short. 1 second, please, mommy. Sorry.
okay,
Shaya Ruth, click on that link that I am dropping. When you click on the link will now bring you up. It will take you to the studio. So you just tap on enter studio. And then if you don't want your face to show, you can tap on the camera, then the camera will close. Then, I will accept you in. When you click it, I'm going to see you come up, then I will accept you. Let me quickly welcome some people, mommy, please, so that they can listen. Pat
okay.
Eyaba, welcome. Thank you so much. Black Beauty, I see you. Be Yourself Dynasty, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much, Black Beauty. Esther's Chronicles, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Rosie Cash, thank you so much, please, for coming. Kosrep, Odogu Kosrep, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Alima to Sedia, thank you so much for coming. Guys, please, as you're coming in, kindly click the like and share out to your community. Let's have more people. The Natural Secret Channel, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all, okay? Thanks, please. Who is speaking now is Mom Ifechi, okay? Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Click the like and share out. Welcome. Thank you so much. We have someone here, English, okay. All right, mommy, continue. Welcome. Thank you so much. Who is in the room here? I can't see your name. Okay, English will not give me. Cost rep, Odogu cost rep. Welcome. Okay, mommy, let's hear you, ma, please.
Okay. So where did I even stop? So this
the man.
yes, the man was now anyway, so he refused to give some money or buy the same car for his mistress. So they know that what can cause problem in this country is once you accuse a man of doing anything with the children, and the word P, you know what I mean by the word P,
I
is very,
know.
very, yeah, it's very, very serious. So do you know that's what this woman forged against the man, and then threatened him that if he does not give him the money, he's going to say that this happened. He thought she was joking. She went on and accused him of that. And he swore with his life that he never did this. Like, how can he, that he's got his own children, but that he knew that he did something wrong by leaving his wife and going to the other woman, but now making excuses.
Infidelity.
Yes, making excuses that is because of the type of wife he lives in the house with, which, yes, looking at the wife, there are those kind of marriage that you think, what is this kind of marriage? What are people doing in this kind of marriage anyway? So yes, but there's no excuse for that kind of behavior. So that's exactly what he did, and he was accused of this. And in this country, the jury are the ones that put you in prison. Not even the jury decided that this is what is going to happen. As soon as they hear the word children and that word P, there's nothing else they want to hear, whether you did it
They
or
don't
not.
take it
So
lightly.
yes, there was no other witnesses apart from the woman and her children whom she brainwashed, and they did this. Now, so he was put inside. So while inside, his wife was very supportive because he confessed to her, this is what I've done. I'm not proud of that. I'm sorry, but whatever they're accusing me regarding the children, I have children similar age. I will never in my life think of doing that to the children. So the woman was supporting her and everything. For some reason, due to advice of people have friends. We are like telling her, are you a stupid woman? Why are you supposed, even if it's true, you know that it's not what he did, but this is the time for you to cash out. This is not time for you to take over that property. And that property, the man wholeheartedly bought that property that they are living in here in London. Very expensive 4-bedroom, big house. Anyway, so what then happened? Those people who were advising her made her to now say that to go and make another allegation. The man spent 4 years, and towards the end of the 4 years, something just happened, and then they advised her, and the woman's heart changed towards the husband who was inside, and now brought up a new accusation that actually he was doing the same thing with their daughter, who was 17 years. And this daughter
Hey!
agreed with the mother that this is the case, that is true. And they know that it's not true, but they wanted him to remain there more because they were
Oh.
having a cruise while he was in there spending all his money. So this new one came up, and again, there's no other witness apart from what the girl said and what her mother said. Then what did they do? They now brought it to jury again, and jury, somebody already inside. They don't
Ah!
even want to. It didn't even take them 5 minutes to say yes,
Oh,
it's true.
God.
That was the one that actually broke him. He cried each time, and we went to prison. We went inside to visit him. He spent so many, if I can count, so many peas that he was in this country. We visited him. Some of our friends were like, why didn't you hear what they said that he did? Why are you going to visit him? Why?" And we said that, what did the Bible say? When was in prison, did you visit me? We don't know what he want to know or what he was accused of, what he did. We were there to support him. So we went there and supported him, went to various places to visit him. And each time we encouraged him. Each time he would always talk about ending it all and everything. And we kept encouraging him. Today, he's outside. But those of you
Oh,
who live in
hallelujah.
diaspora, those of you who live in diaspora know what it means when, after being there for 7.5 years, coming out as a human being or as what? Because you don't even have your own life. You don't even have anything anymore. Anyway, so that was what this woman and her child did. And this man opened his mouth and cursed her first daughter who did this to her. He cursed him. He said that if it was what she did to her, this will happen, and if not, that will happen. So that curse was very serious and severe. So when he came out,
Ah.
we encouraged him
Oh,
to withdraw that curse, because if you did not start messing up in the first place with other person and all that going inside in the first place, this may not even come out. If you had sorted your home properly, it wouldn't have come out. So please remove that curse from that girl. She was coerced into doing what she did, and he eventually removed the curse. So now he's out. He's a totally changed man. He said that inside there taught him a lot of lessons. He's still living in one place that they gave him, in a one-bedroom place they gave him, while the wife is enjoying the four-bedroom house
oh,
and everything. Yes, that's what happens here. That's why people must be very careful when they are in this country, or even anywhere. Make sure that you preserve your marriage. Work at your marriage. Know what you really want, because anything that happens, the law is always for the woman and the children. And most women, unfortunately, most of our people are taking advantage of this and putting their men inside, or putting them out on the street for what? So that's why, please, everybody here, either married or about to get married, let us work on our marriages. Let us not say because this country favors us women and we want to be treating our men like that. And men, please also know and put it where it's supposed to be. Because if you keep doing this, you're going to land yourself in a very big problem. And you go there, the jury are the ones that will put you inside. There's no stories about it. I have other stories, but I see other people are here. I don't want to take too much time, but this is just one that we are fully involved in, but other ones are, happening as well. But one particular one who did not do what they said that he did, actually sort of placed, again, he said something about the wife, and that thing happened. Because he did not do what he was accused of, that thing happened, and the reverse became the case. The wife is also now in inside. So it can happen
inside.
to anybody. Yes, the wife is inside now and replaced him, because the wife knew, she now confessed that she was advised by people. See, he can listen to so many advices, but sometimes it can boomerang. So we just have to be careful and stop being
Wow.
so selfish and stop being so materialistic. It is all about money. That people will just want to do this kind of thing. Somebody you've lived with as your wife, as your husband, and because you came here and because of money, you want to accuse them of what they have not done. How do people even go to sleep? How do people
I don't
even
know.
manage to do
I
these
don't
things?
know.
Sometimes I shed tears when I hear some stories. I don't even know who the people are. Never mind me accusing somebody, and I know that the person did not do what I was saying that they did, and I have that conscience to go to bed and sleep. God forbid. So we just
Ah,
need to be very careful. Yeah, I'll leave it here.
wow. Mommy, please don't go yet. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
I'll
this.
be
This is
here. Yeah.
heartbreaking. Yeah, Odogu Conscript English will not kill me. Welcome, Olufunke, welcome. But please give me one moment. Let me welcome some people in here before they leave, okay? Then we can hear from Odogu and Olufunke. Thank you so much. We have Peculiar Beauty, welcome. Peanut Hubs, welcome. Thank you so much. Hang up with Chica. I see you, Natural Secrets. Welcome. Thank you, Julia AC. Thank you so much. Yes, Black Beauty, thank you for coming. Please, guys, if I have not welcomed you, please, maybe I missed you out and it's not deliberate. Alima to Rosie Ketch, welcome. Please, the link I'm dropping here. If you want to give your contribution or you have something to tell us, to teach us, please just tap on that link. It will take you up to the studio, and then I will invite you in, like I will now accept you, okay? Thank you so much. And don't forget to thumbs up. In case you haven't thumbs up, please thumbs up and then share out. Let's have more people in the community. Thank you so much. I have two people here. This is Mommy Fechi. She has just spoken now. This is her second channel. This is her main channel. Mommy Fechi is a content creator and a health and wellness fitness coach. Yes, so because she's helping coach us young people and then even people around her age to keep fit and to also maintain their health. And she's also a marriage counselor, though she's not doing it, maybe it's not as if she's licensed, but I mean she is more than licensed, because what she teaches on this space is something that has been helping a lot of people. And we have two more people here, Olufunke and English will not kill me. Welcome, Black Money. I see you. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's hear from you, please, Odogu.
Good evening, host. Mommy, good evening, ma.
Good evening,
Good
son. Good
evening.
evening.
Yes, Olufunke, good evening. Host, please, I have
Good
begged you
evening.
before and I'm begging you again. My name is Kostrep. It's enough for me. I don't know. Is it the day to come and meet me? Grab Makana, let me
My
be.
village people sent me to you.
I will report to my husband. My husband is in the chat. Anyway, guys, there is like mommy have said, there is something you cannot say no to. And the jury, like mommy have said, is not just in UK, it's in most part of Europe. They don't want to hear anything. As far as the woman have spoken, my guy, you are going for it. So
Yes.
there is this allegation that they don't even need proof. That is allegation that comes in from the family. Hey, it is more worse than an
Yeah.
outsider. You get
Exactly.
an allegation from an outsider, you can fight for it, but when it comes directly from your family, before they even talk about it, you must have spent like 3 years inside first.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I have a case like that in Italy. Then the girl didn't like the boy, but fortunately for the guy, the lady took him for him and they settled down. But any little thing the boy do, the girl will tell him, "You will sleep outside." The girl will tell him, "Don't, a day will come when I will drive you from this house." Like joke. She went and reported to the police that the guy beat her, and there was this particular mark in her face. How she got the mark, we didn't know. But the guys, before they even judged the case, the guy was like 3 years inside first.
Some
It
of
was
them are
late.
self-inflicted injury. It's
Yes,
self-inflicted. She must have done
yes,
that
that's
to
what
herself.
it was later than it was not. It was not. I don't know how they did it, but it was not found out that yes, it was an accident she had. That the thing only had its crash, and she said it was the man that did it. The jury didn't want to hear anything. The woman have spoken, just as in Western world. I always say it. I've said it in my last LS or so. They prefer women to men. You take it or you leave it. They prefer women to men. You can't do anything to a woman in Europe and go scot-free. It's not possible. You can't. But in Africa, as the man, you can cut corners. You can be allowed. You can be let off the hook. But in Western world, Many women have done it. Do you know how many of our brothers are inside, like mommy said, now, presently? Women that gave birth for them. You know how many men have gone back home? You know how many men are inside, presently, as I speak to you? So it's really, peradventure, because of the place we found ourselves, environment is a factor.
Yeah.
A woman will tell you that you will sleep outside.
Yes.
A woman will tell you that if you do any this house, you're going to lose it. I'm going to take over. She's telling you because she knows that the jury will always support her and the baby.
Yeah.
Mainly when she has a baby or a child. My guy, as the man, you are in serious trouble. And that accusation that comes from a family is more bad and deadly than the one that comes from outside.
Yes.
So it is a very tight topic, very, very personal, because it's not really easy. Because imagine a family member, like mommy just shared a story, coming to judge to give a testimony against you. How will you feel? You can't. You will be surprised that your own daughter, for example, and I heard when she said the man caused the daughter and they begged him to consider. Anyway, he's a good man. He considered because he's a father. Some men will not consider because why? The child had disappointed them as not just as a father, but somebody they gave birth to. Peradventure, like mommy said also, she was coerced. English will not kill me. She was coerced to do it, to say it.
Yes.
At the end, the detriment of the father. The father has been placed and kept there because of the daughter has confirmed that yes, daddy used to do it, and daddy now might be innocent.
Oh, good.
You understand?
He swore with his life that he was like he wouldn't. In fact, each time he talks about he cries so much, he doesn't even want that to be mentioned.
Yes.
So
when you hear such accusations, then you try to like, what is going on here? Is this really true? That's what most our men. We have had issues of our sisters in Germany. Let me use Germany for example. I'm not saying Germany is bad, but we have had issues of our sisters in that country, the way they treat their men, and some part of Europe, because they feel that
so
yes,
sad.
you see, you can easily count marriages in Europe that are sustainable. You can count them because others they have been accused, and most of them, like mommy said, are inside for nothing. They did not do anything.
Just wasting away there.
Yes, most of them, as I talk to you now, are in Nigeria who have been asked to go back home because of allegations based on their family member. When I mean family, a lady who gave birth for you, a woman who is carrying your baby too. Everybody is against you. They don't want to hear. You are going for it. Even before they say Jack Robinson, you must have spent like 3 years, 2 years inside before they will now have your time. So it is quite unfortunate that the greed for money, greed for material things has made us lose focus when it comes to relationship and family and even marriage in Western world. In Africa, they can call a family meeting and the woman will be penalized. In Western world, there's no family meeting. The woman has equal rights as the man. So it is quite unfortunate, but that's how it is in the Western world. But in Africa, you can cut corner, like I said. But in Western world, if you do anyhow, you are going for it. Even if you don't do anyhow, and the woman say you did anyhow, my dear, sorry, you are going for it.
That's it.
Wow.
That's how it is.
Thank you so much. We have a peculiar beauty here. Olufunke and Shaya Ruth. Please, I have a special guest here, Shaya Ruth. If you guys don't mind, Olufunke, my darling, if you don't mind, Peculiar Beauty, let's give her a platform to speak. This is her first time joining me here, and she has a lot to say. She's my sister. Welcome, Shaya Ruth. Let's hear from you. Olufunke, if you don't mind, gorgeous.
Good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay.
And good evening to everyone.
Good evening, ma. Welcome.
Yeah, so my take on this particular topic, it's first of all, I quite agree with Colenus's remarks where he says we have left, as Africans, we have left our bedcore belief, which is in Igbo we call it omenala. First of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm Jewish and I practice the Old Testament, and that's my bedrock, and which is 100% related with Omenala. So in
You are
Omenala,
sorry, you
you
are
know that when
Jewish.
you, yes, I am Jewish.
You speak
So
Igbo. I don't understand. Can you please clear? I just want to know.
so I practice Judaism.
Oh,
It is
but you
her
are,
religion.
yes, but you are from the east in Nigeria.
Yes, I'm from the East in Nigeria and I practice Judaism. Yes.
You work up Judaism. Okay, continue. It's okay. I just want to be clear. Okay.
Yes.
Amen.
Okay, sorry, Shaya, you before you go on, please 1 second. Let me welcome some persons here. Okay, Fabro Happiness, thank you so much. So it doesn't look like I'm ignoring them. Welcome, Fabro Happiness. Welcome, Enoi Yan. Thank you guys so much. Peculiar Beauty, you dropped off. Okay, please click the link and come back again. Okay, everyone in the chat, I appreciate you. Kindly thumbs up and share out the stream. Let's have more people come in here. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Oh,
guys.
please
Okay,
let
Shaya,
allow
please
our
go.
sister talk. I want to hear that story. Something is hanging, please.
Yes. So we have
Oh,
I think modern times, and not that I want to bash any particular religion in this topic, but it's just that we have forgotten who we are. In those days, people don't just tend to tell lies like that, because we had deities and we had ordinary and all that kind of things where you can't just do anyhow, because it's
Exactly.
instanta. It's instanta. So
You are struck immediately.
Yeah.
yes, it's
Yes.
instanta, because everything is sacred, everything is pure. And but these days we've got in a lot of things have changed, things have been diluted, and it's not as potent as it used to be anymore. And
Diluted.
then because of the Western influence and all that, we have we now tend to how do I put it? We now tend to leave everything to God. You understand? The God which is not what our people know. We don't relate with it as should. You understand? Now, speaking of modern times, um, if you live overseas, true, the law is potent here, and it kicks in immediately. But back home, as an African, the woman never favored when it comes to our law that we know, especially when we no longer practice Omenala, where we know that women actually are the bedrock. Women are the source of life. Women are reverend in those days. You understand? Are respected. Their place in the society was very much, you understand, understood. You understand. Now women tend to be the ones who are, because they call us we are cheated. Let me just put it that way. Women are more cheated. Even when they call these meetings to say they want to address this allegation or that matter in an OB and all that, the woman has no say. Even when you want to, they will say mature no. You can
Yeah.
never express yourself. You can never
Yeah.
fully express. There are things that you want to hide. They will say
Yeah.
mature
We
no,
have
you're a
two
woman.
extremes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, you are a
I, I
woman.
guess
You
I guess the Western culture is not punishing us, the men, or making it equal.
Not necessarily. I don't agree. I'm sorry. I'm not doubting the story that mommy told here, but I'm legally inclined, and having worked for the Department of Justice for over 20 years, it is very, very strange that man will be found guilty. You understand? Even when the wife now comes to testify against him. Why I'm saying that is that the law says it's better to leave a person whom the law is not sure that is guilty. You understand? To put the person in prison. It's better to leave somebody who is guilty. The law is not sure, it's not convinced that person is guilty. It's rather better to leave the person to walk than to send them to prison based on allegations, just allegations that are unfounded. You understand? Don't
Mm.
remember that the facts will be tried and tried over and over in court to be sure that this is true. So something is wrong. Something is not right here.
We were
Hey, let me tell you.
we were in the court that day when the second one was done, because he was already inside for similar thing. It was very easy for them to agree that this was what happened.
Saya Ruth,
But he was
do you know
already
that?
inside.
But
Do you
remember
know
that
that?
facts
Saya Ruth,
cannot
do you,
come.
wait,
Can I
excuse
just
me.
finish?
Do you know that when you are guilty for one offense, there is a tendency that, for example, when you are sick, I read biochemistry, when you have tuberculosis, there is this tendency that you have HIV. Make inquiry. So if you have tuberculosis, the person first of all thinks, all about your HIV status. Are you positive or negative? So if you are guilty for one, there is this tendency that there can be a very smooth ceiling in the second allegation that comes very, very calmly. But yes, you are, once it is stated you are guilty, you are guilty. Do you agree with me or not?
But no, it doesn't work that way in court. It doesn't work that way in court. Based on new facts, those facts will be tested. In any court, it will be tested. So my point is, it's possible. I'm not saying that he is guilty, like mommy has said. Remember that emotions are now involved here. You feel sorry for him and all those kind of things. But I'm telling you, based on my experience in the courtroom, it's not possible that the court would have sent him. What you are saying is that it's a Shadow 5 offense. When you have committed such an offense before, you understand, and there's another or a similar matter of that sort again in court against you, is a Shadow 5 offense. You understand? So they will try that new evidence to be sure that it's really true. Just because I stole last year, you understand? And then this time I'm just going on my own. I didn't steal. And then you just say he's a thief, and bring to court. And the court cannot prove that indeed in this time around you stole. The court cannot find you guilty.
My sister, in some several cases, they pick some criminals, some added criminal, and bring them to trial. Are you new to these things? They will just say we are looking for a notorious criminal. You were once arrested for this thing. Bring all those who have been arrested for the same crime and let us try them. You're not about it.
Are you saying that? Are you saying you will try a person who has served time, who the court has found guilty the first time, and they have paid the dues
on several cases now? Yes, now. On several cases.
Not in law. No, not in law.
Not in law.
No,
in Nigeria or where? Let us be clear. In
not
Nigeria or where?
I don't know about Nigeria, but I'm saying, you see, in diaspora, remember there is a database for everybody. Remember, that's why we have IDs and all that. There's fingerprints. So there's an offense. Yes. They'll check.
There is a case in USA. A man was jailed for 37 years. Fingerprints. After 37 years saved him. Why did they not do fingerprints all this while? Is on YouTube, go and verify. 37 years in jail. Fingerprint was later used to save him. Fingerprint.
No,
why didn't they do it all this while?
Forensic is being upgraded every year. We are now in a new
37 years. It wasn't updated.
Yes, forensic is different now. People in those days have gone to prison or were even placed on death row. Because evidence, people are going, the investigating officer is busy doing manual evidence, investigations and all that. Now, forensic, simple, it's very simple. You understand?
My sister,
shooting,
my sister. Okay. Let's move on.
In law, anything, anybody, everybody is a suspect.
My point is, the African way of assisting women when there is an allegation is unfair. I think the legal system is far much better because there's so much sentiment. I totally agree too. There's so much sentiment. There's so much, you're a woman, you cannot say this. In
those days, does it still exist?
It is still happening, not in those days, cause rep. It is still happening, not in those days, till now.
And then
it is still happening. Welcome, dominant man. Nello side.
My point to where it concerns a woman being married to another family. Remember, you are being married into this family. You understand? They don't really accept you as one of them. They don't have 100% acceptance to say this person is one of us now. Do you understand? So even when somebody in that family is alleging XYZ against you, the silence is so loud and so deafening. And it paralyzes you because you're standing all alone. Remember, they are siblings. For one reason or the other, they just all gravitate towards their own. You understand? So for me, I think the legal system is the way. Is the best way. That thing of going to OB, calling meeting and all that.
But the legal system in Western world favors female more than the male. Don't you think there's a K-leg in that particular scenario?
If you're in a society and we have said that, women have this right and this right and this right, every honorable man should be able to, to keep, to respect the laws of the host country. That is what brings the discipline. That's what brings out.
Sayaruto, I'm not being I would like which English or would like English will not kill me. I'm not trying to argue with you, but there's a point I normally tell people: what you have not experienced, you can't fight against it or for it. You might not have seen it. You are not directly accept it, but I'm putting it to you now that the Western culture gives or favors the female to the male. Take it or you leave it. That's the truth.
Yeah, because women have been marginalized for very long time. For ages. I mean, even in the Western world.
That's not obtainable everywhere. That's only in Africa or part of maybe Nigeria, part of Africa. Not everywhere. But ever since I came to Western world, or before I came here, I have been studying their laws and everything. It has always favored a particular set of people, which is the female. So are you going to tell me that because
if those laws were not put in place to protect women, we might be running out of women, the breed of women by now. I'm talking about, like, let's go to domestic violence.
I get.
Let's go to domestic violence. Do you know how many women die in 5 minutes every day? Do you know how many women die? So
let's use the word Shaya Root. I know you're not a content creator, but because of YT, YT is always fighting us for strong words, so we'll use delete in place of or buy in place of DIE, or even inside in place of JAIL. You get because of YT. So go on.
Okay, apologies.
Olufunke, please, we're still here, okay? You can chip in, okay, if you have anything to say, okay? Okay, Shaya Root.
Yeah, so I think those laws were put in place in that manner to protect women. You understand? To protect women. And then going back to accusations, I think amongst us, especially as the Igbos, close-mindedness and superstition is too much. Because the rate of superstition, you can just be passing innocently next to somebody's plate of food. Just because you passed somehow, the way the breeze passed.
Are you not telling us that there's no domestic violence for men?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But remember, you should make it general now. Because me, I will not stay here and allow you to talk.
But that's not fair. Okay, this is the point. We are not here to argue to favor. Yeah, we're not here to favor a particular gender. We are here for justice.
The comment section is supporting what I'm saying. You should make it in general. That's what I'm saying.
It is in general. There is domestic violence against men, but remember that he who alleges must prove. The onus is on that. Yes. He who alleges must prove. If I'm bringing prima facie evidence of pictures.
Most men most men will not come out because of ego and because they feel that they should be
You know,
stronger ones. So most of them don't speak out.
You understand these things? These things
Yeah,
are
they
No,
don't
but
speak out.
cost rep,
Yeah.
the ratio
Yeah,
of
exactly.
women
The ratio.
being is
That's what we're
higher
talking about.
than the
That's
ratio
what
of
I'm
men.
saying. Saya Ruth should make it in form of a general statement, not saying that of women. I am a man. I will not stay here and allow it be focused to the women. I have seen men who have been molested, who have been deleted by their wives.
Because
Yes,
majority.
yeah.
I have a neighbor in Nigeria before who was deleted by the wife. A neighbor, FT huge man. Now the wife now delete her. Are you telling us
And
we
he
don't
did
have?
nothing. It was
The
not.
man could
It
not,
was not because
like
the woman
mommy
was trying
said,
to
he
protect
could not
herself.
come out to talk. Will the man come and say, my wife, they beat me? Are you not seeing what
But he
he's saying?
should come out. If the men want the law to also recognize it, then the men should also learn to come out and speak out.
Exactly.
The lady will still come out and say the man was the one beating her.
But that is the same thing with the women.
You see,
Now, men are learning to also stand up for themselves.
That is the accusation we are talking about.
Even right now, men are equally learning to have evidence when women are lying against them that they were being, abused. They are equally gathering evidence. Okay, so if women are speaking out that this is what is happening to them, I think men should speak out so that the society will equally recognize that this is not only on women.
Something just now as an advanced woman. She said something just now. She said for pride and if she can quote it again.
But
not all men will come out and say, my wife, they beat me.
Name again. But
my name is
that
abuse.
Remember that abuse is not necessarily physical. It can be emotional. It can be
Why
verbal.
Not? Emotional, yes.
It can be financial. So
yes.
if the man has the ego to say my wife, laid her hand on me, put her hands on me, or there must be you can prove it. It doesn't necessarily have to be, physical. So prove it. She's abusing, prove it.
Saya Ruth, you see this argument, if there's something, if you want to argue with me now,
okay, let's hear from Olufunke. Shaya Ruth, please hang in here, okay? Please don't leave, ma. Mommy Fechi, don't leave, please hang in here. Olufunke, please come. We can hear you. Okay, unmute your mic now. Let's hear you. Mommy T, the sheep boss, I see you. Welcome, gorgeous. Nello side, I see you.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Welcome.
Hello,
Olufunke.
Yeah, hello, everyone. Can people hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Okay, I greet everybody.
Happiness, welcome.
Mommy Feti, good day, ma. And then
hello,
I greet you too.
Well done,
and I greet my sister Chaya Ruth also. I greet the host also. I greet everybody in the chat. My own is even on a lighter mode.
You're welcome.
I like Chaya Ruth already. I like that argument. That's pretty.
my own case is even on a lighter mode because I'm just sitting there and I'm just laughing because this thing has to like a legal battle or something, and I'm just there laughing. But we are saying the truth, Sha. Everybody has their own opinion, and legally I don't know what to chip in, but I'm just learning from what.
But let's go back to the topic now on how on allegations and false allegations.
Yeah, I have two examples, like real life examples. One happened to me, one happened to my dad. My own was even on a lighter mode. It was not like an accusation per se, it was a rumor that was being carried about by my friends about me. I was sick, I was so sick at some point that I had to be operated on. And then my friends who didn't know what happened to me, they just knew that I was out of school for like 2-3 weeks. They started carrying orders. I aborted a pregnancy and then I had complications. That was why I left school for 3 weeks. And me, I was coming back to school feeling fly, feeling myself. I didn't know that my gist has gone around the whole campus.
Oh,
can you imagine?
Oh,
yes, I just came back to school feeling myself, feeling fly. Not knowing that they have gist, that my gist has been the talk of the town in the campus while I was away.
God.
So
can you imagine?
So some people that really loved me very well, they called me that we had something. Even some lecturers that loved me so much, they called me that we heard this about you. There was one man that called me. Okay, why did you do that thing? Even if you are pregnant, if you don't know how to tell your parents, can't you confide in me? I would have helped you. I would have talked to your parents on your behalf. Why did you do so? I said, what did I do? I didn't do anything. He now said, okay, don't worry about it. This was like 3 months later. After then, one of those people that carried the rumor was now going through my phone. Like, we were just playing with my phone. She now went through my pictures. She now saw the picture of me while I was in the operation, everything, the scar, everything. She now said, what happened to you? I said, what happened to me? Like, I was operated upon. I was sick. I told them everything that happened to me. They were now like, they were just silent. Like, they didn't know what to say again at that point. It was later I knew that she was part of those people that was carrying the rumor back then in the place. So that one is even on a lighter mode. The one that happened to my dad happened that.
No, she's saying that maybe at that own is worse. That's what she means. You know, English will not kill us.
Yeah.
English will not kill us.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so the one that happened to my dad was that if someone that my dad took in to live with us, like to live with my dad and my mom, we were not born yet. Like, my sister and I were not been born then. So that lady accused my dad of actually molesting or harassing her.
Can you imagine?
I'm telling you, this was a terrible case that my dad wanted to take poison. It was my mom that saw him and then rescued him. Yes, it was my mom that came when my dad wanted to write rat poison.
It's what?
I'm talking about someone that is eating your food, drinking your water. Someone that,
can you imagine?
As in, the case was so terrible that my dad wanted to commit suicide. My dad wanted to delete himself.
Delete himself.
Yeah. Delete himself.
Yes. Because the shame, everything was so much for him. He could not even walk around. He could not do anything again. I'm telling you guys, those people that brought this case up, now the two of them, they are blind. They can't see again. They are now coming to beg.
Can you imagine?
They are now coming to beg my dad that you should forgive
that was
them.
why.
Yes,
that was why Shaya Rose was talking about. Shaya Rose was talking about Omenana. Some strikes you immediately. So give you time to come and strike you later. It's inevitable.
This one did not strike immediately. This one was like, I'm talking about 30 years later.
Come on.
Yes. But thank God for my mom, because he knew the kind of husband he has. So it was easy for him or the family members. It's only the outsiders he had to deal with back then. So that's just my own little contribution that I want to chip in on this.
If I
Thank
can
you
just
so
say
much
something.
Okay,
if I can just say something based on what she just said now. After 30 years, that is why I say that thing of say leave it to God. That is why people will continue to do it, because they know that they will leave it to God. But before that, the damage will be done. The damage will not only affect that person immediately, will affect the next generation, will affect the even fourth, fifth generation before the truth will now come out. So it's a loss at the end of the day. So deal with it immediately. Do not keep quiet. Tackle it head on, back to back. That is how people will begin to say, no, you know what? Let me not do it, because there are consequences. There are consequences.
Yes.
There are consequences. As long as you keep quiet, they will be breeding more. They will grow more. Their powers will be strong.
Yes.
You understand?
I have even heard somebody that was saying, he said they should stop swearing people in as officials with the Bible or with the Quran. That they should use a deity.
Come out with Shango, with different deities, African deities. They should touch those deities. Touch it and lie. Instantly. Instantly.
I get the plight of English will not kill me. I get the plight of Shaya Rose. I get the plight. She just been, there's some persons who believe in this our culture and respect it. I am one of those persons.
I still believe in it.
Yes.
I still believe in it.
Modernism, English will not kill me. This modern days have made us see things in a different dimension. our parents, like the mummification and the rest of them, we are not as prone to this computer age as at then. If you like Shahrukh said, if you want to commit an offense, there is this angle of fear that comes into you before
You
you
think
commit it.
twice. You
You
think
have to
twice.
reason yourself if you are doing the right thing or not. It
You
comes
know?
to you like a shock before you even think of doing it. You are already perceived English. You are already perceived and smelled what is coming for you in future.
English.
But this particular period, this particular days, people just do things even against their own blood. Like Olufunke shared the story of the father. Somebody, the father is giving water, feeding, shelter, who open her mouth and say, yes, you did this to me, when the man is not even thinking of it. Somebody would, okay, like the one that happened to my own father. My father, somebody went to borrow money in a bank, and he came and said, Daddy, please, I want to turn a shorty for me. The bank gave him money. He ran away from Benin City, ran away from Anambra, went to the north. My father was arrested for 2 weeks until he paid that money that somebody else borrowed. His younger brother. It wasn't up to 2 years. He started begging, please, anything I put hand will not progress. Please forgive me, sir. How would the such person who took you as a younger brother, failed you, went to stand as a shorty for you when you took, you know what it means to take 5 million as at 11-15 years ago as loan. 5 million as at then. You took it and you left to squander it in the north. You left the man who stand as shorty. The time they give you to pay the mortgage and everything, you could not pay, and they arrested somebody on your behalf. We know what we did. That I was still very young. What we did to get that money, or I started paying little by little. It took my father almost 2 years to clear that debt, because then 5 million was a big money. So you cannot, if these things were to be olden days, as in our forefathers, immediately something will strike you immediately. Like Sayarut said, we have left this our culture, and because of, we are not saying modernization is not okay, but a modern age that will allow somebody to go against his own blood, or somebody who fed him somebody who sheltered him while it was raining. Chico Kiki, like we normally say, will not allow such person to see rain, for example. It's quite unfortunate.
Sorry. Yeah. No, finish.
Continue.
I'm sorry.
Continue. We are together. I'm not angry. Continue.
The pain that people go through, people who are innocently accused of things that they know nothing about, the pain they go. Many people have died with that pain.
Yes.
Many people have died and
very
gone.
true now.
Some have fallen into depression and they can't come out of it anymore.
Depression that they can't come out from.
Their family
depression
destroyed.
They can't come out from.
You understand? Their family destroyed. So me, I'm advocating for either our tradition or the law. The full weight of the law must take its course. You understand? When we say an eye for an eye, yes, you know, an eye. If you cause a woman to have to suffer miscarriage out of the lies you told against her, you know, and she went through so much grief and pain.
And
to the point she was
that is her only pregnancy
she
for
lost
years.
The child.
She will not lose the pregnancy.
You understand? That person's
Imagine.
life. That person's life needs to go. You know, we need to come to that. There's nothing. This thing of grace. It has watered our personality up as a people.
No,
you understand?
It's religion. It's not. It's religion.
We are
religion.
Finished. If something is bad, it's bad. You can't just say and then no, let's forgive.
It's religion.
No. People, the consequences, people are no longer suffering for what they have done. Therefore, they are growing wings and getting stronger by the day.
It's religion.
By the day.
That's just the truth. We are Christ. I am a Christian.
If you are wrong, you are wrong. So if you are wrong, then what? Punishment. Yes, serve the punishment. No, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like no. When we start doing like that, calling spade a spade and standing by it, people facing I'm telling you, these things will reduce. If they might not be completely eradicated.
There are women, as we speak, they have been driven away from their husband's house on the ground of false allegation. They have connived. In-laws have connived and sent an innocent woman with her children away to go suffer alone on ground of allegation and accusation.
Imagine.
They have.
No. Enough is enough.
Anyway, it is good we discuss things like this, because
Yeah.
it's quite unfortunate that our religion have different point of views, and it makes us look as if we are clashing. But when you, like Shayarut said, when you call a spade, and like I've said it, I've made a video on calling a spade. A spade is a spade, a shovel is a shovel. A shovel is different from a spade. Even if they do the same
Exactly.
function at a point, they are still different. So when you agree to, yes, you acclimatize yourself. English will not kill me. When you put yourself that, yes, if I do this thing is wrong. Like I made a video when we talk about like the church. I'm a Catholic, for example. When we were growing up, we were taught about big sin and small sin. But on the long run, you notice that you notice that sin is sin. On the
Sin is
long
sin.
run,
He's seen.
yes. So if you tell yourself the truth that sin is a sin, you have gossiped person with your mouth, you have insulted the person with your hand, you have hit the person with your left hand. These are different stages, different parts, and all of them are sin. You kill somebody, you delete somebody with your mouth. You delete somebody with your mouth,
Yes.
and you use maybe you use something to hit the person, and the person delete. It's the same
It's the same
form of
thing.
punishment. Yes,
There's
because you have
an
brought.
Igbo adage that says mmeto emetoro ogbugbu egburu ọga mmeto emetoro ya mma. You understand? There's an
Yes,
adage like that. For you
yes,
to publicly, embarrass somebody,
yes.
it's
You have
better
done
that you
it. You have
kill
done
that
it.
person.
So
It's the same thing as murdering that person.
yes.
In Judaism,
So
when you embarrass a person in public, the person blush, you have committed murder. It's part of what you have to confess to on Yom Kippur. You understand? You have to
yeah,
confess for it. You have to repent for it. You have to literally pour ashes on yourself from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. For that, embarrassing a person and the person blush on their face is tantamount to murder. It is murder because as soon as the blood flows on their face, it appears before God. It's murder. It's murder. So you don't
it
kill
really,
only when you have given them poison or you have shot them or you have stabbed them. You kill them
yeah,
even with your mouth, with your
yeah,
tongue.
Yes.
it's
You
true.
kill them.
Is mommy still here? Mommy Fetchy. Welcome, a true Mamle. Thank you so much
I
for coming,
am.
true Mamle. Yeah,
mommy,
and
mommy,
everyone, Lucy
mommy
Chioma,
Fishy is here. I know what mommy Fishy is thinking now.
Gabriela,
Oh,
welcome.
what am I thinking?
Mommy, you now, mommy, if I'm lying, tell me
Uh-huh.
what you are thinking now is what I have said before. A clash of religional. Oh, English will not kill me. A clash of religional belief. Yes, that is why you are calm. I am very. You're my mother. I'm very sure.
Yeah,
The religion is,
you are very correct.
yes. The
Mm.
regional belief is clashing.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Judaism is telling us what she believes. We as
Mm.
Christians, or let me use the word Catholics, we have our own belief. The
Yeah,
Pentecostal
Yeah.
will come with their own. Jehovah's
you
Witness
are,
have their own. So, but
you are
if you
spot
look at
on.
all these things, yes, I'm not wrong, man. You know. So, that's why you are coming down, because at a
Yeah.
point you are saying, "Wow, this lady is just being raw. Why is she raw like this?" That kind of a
I'm
thing.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm wrong.
No, you are
No,
not.
no,
You're
no.
not. No,
You have to air your
Shahrukh,
own views.
Shahrukh is your view. If you are with
Exactly.
if you are
So
with
that's
us, we are
fine.
always very open. It's fine. But I'm just being centralized now. Why
Yeah.
Mommy Feshi just calm down, because Mommy Feshi now we preach for forgiveness. Now you are preaching for an eye for an eye. You see,
An
there
eye
is a
for an
clash.
eye. I know there for that one. No.
I know. So, but in
Mommy, but
all,
people like this keep getting away
Mm.
with it. What is the
yeah,
way forward? That is what we are like. A
that's what I want.
lot of
They
people
meet.
are
Yeah.
paying for what.
They they
While I was
they meet.
growing up, let me give
I'm
an
telling you.
example. While I was
Mm.
growing up, I have been
Mm,
accused of deleting my own blood brother.
Mm.
My
mm,
own, I was traumatized for years. My
Of
own
yeah.
blood
course.
brother, my immediate elder brother that passed on, I was accused by a family member. I couldn't go to
Mm,
church because when I go to church, the news spread like wildfire. Wherever I
mm,
sit down, people avoid me. They avoid me because they said I killed him spiritually. They accused me of being a witch. You know, as a young lady, you can imagine the trauma. I couldn't even till now. Each time I remember that, I still cry of such allegation because this is my immediate elder brother, and I love them so much. And the person accusing me is my own family member.
Yes.
Till today, my name was not cleared. My name was not cleared of that allegation.
This is
because I'm still living with it.
The allegation that comes from a family member is more painful than an outsider.
That's the worst. That's the worst, because outsiders will be like, we are not the one that said it. It's your brother, or it's your sister, or it's your mother, or it's you know.
Yes,
so
it's the worst.
The trauma.
Yeah, that should have been cleared. Oh, that's horrible.
It was not cleared. The person that accused me is gone as well. The person has passed on as well some years later. But you know what happened to my name? Nobody cleared me till today. But I grew up and learned to live with it.
No,
I learned to live with it.
Very wrong. Very wrong.
You don't.
Very wrong in our society.
You were wrong. You were wrong.
No,
you wouldn't have.
Remember that she was young at that time.
I know.
I was young. I was a teenager.
No matter what happened, host, you must try to clear that name. You must, no matter what. Any day get to Nigeria, even if it is clear it.
How?
Let me tell you.
They will say
let me tell you. See what you will do. See what you will do.
Through your parents. Your parents should have cleared it.
What I'm saying, you would have cleared it. It's not late yet. Even if it takes time,
parents will say leave it. He doesn't know what you are saying, but you don't know the consequences of
they just said I should leave it for God. They said I should leave it for God. I buried myself in religion. I made religion. I now had to hide myself under religion. I was in pain. But when I go to this same church, people avoid me. They point fingers at me. This same place I want to hide myself, people avoid me still. You don't know what it means to live in a society where even the church that you try to find comfort and solace, even the ones making the situation worse. For a young teenager, back then, I'm talking about when I was 16. This is over 20 years.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Until we as a people come to the realization of the fact that when you accuse a person, it's like the person is carrying a load on their head. That is why in law, the law says that every person has the right to a fair and speedy trial. Because remember, you are innocent until the court has proven you guilty. But meanwhile, if you have nothing in your cupboard, you are not guilty of anything. Every day they postpone the matter, you will be there because you are eager to clear your name. It's just human. It's pure psychology. You understand? Every time they postpone this matter, you are there. You want to know who the investigating officer is. You will be going out of your own way to do investigation, giving facts, because you want yourself to be cleared. You are carrying a burden. So you cannot just, it is unfair. In fact, it is wickedness. It is criminal to say, forget about it.
Come back, please. James Gippy. Welcome, James Gippy. Welcome, True Mamley. Welcome, Sister Winnie. Thanks so much for the thumbs up as well. I appreciate everyone here. See, it is not easy. I mean, each time I remember that accusation, because it is all about taking my own blood. You get an innocent young girl growing up, knowing nothing. I mean, innocent. And then my age mates, my friends were avoiding me. My siblings, it was not easy living then. It was not easy getting. It took years. I was traumatized for years. For years, I carried this burden until even the person, they trivialized it like nobody even bothered about my emotional well-being, about my psychological well-being, if I was traumatized or not. Back then, I'm saying something that is almost 30 years ago. So it was really, but each time I remember, I look at my brother's picture, I still cry. Each time I look at the person that accused me, I still cry. How do we heal? How do we get over this? What is the way forward? Because so many people, some people can't take it. They just decide to even end delete themselves due to the trauma. They decide to even leave it because they can't carry. You wonder why some people commit, they delete themselves. You don't know what they're dealing with. Somebody must have accused them of one wrongdoing or the other. And they carry the burden. It's just too much for them. And then they just decide to end it. Not everyone is emotionally and mentally strong to carry some certain accusations.
It's true.
I was citing an example of a lady that a day to her Ikwaka, she was burnt alive on accusation. She never stole. But because somebody thought she stole the perfume she was holding, whereas she went and bought it, and the person raised alarm. Yes, perfume. The person raised alarm. And being the jungle world that we came from, before you say Jack, somebody brought tire, another person brought petrol, and she went in flames. A lady that will be getting married soon, her husband to be will be coming the following day to come and officially ask for her hand. I equally have a guy that this same thing would have happened to. This is a producer in Nigeria that I mean, a very good friend of mine. It took just one person that he helped to quickly say, no, I know this man, a family man. The wife was pregnant. It took one police officer that knew him to say, I mean, see, things are happening even with the authorities. It was so bad that, no, it wasn't a police, it was one aboki that he has given money before around his area that said, no, we know this guy. He has been helping us. That was what saved him. His wife was
that was what I was trying to tell Shaya Ruth just now. That if you have done something for somebody or something wrong or right, you can be tried for that thing again. She said, not in law. I am surprised. Because
no, this one, he never did anything. He never did anything. But these people would have wasted him. They mistook him to be another person. That they were looking
and somebody was able to say he's not the one. We know him. Yes. Do you understand? That's what we're saying. These things can put anything in your head, even if you, as such, you have a dent on your name. You can use to say you have done it before, even while you are innocent. These are things that are common. So, if it is a way we can all come back to that particular place we are coming from, Christianity, maybe in general, let me use Christianity in general, Judaism and the rest of them, if they can come to a consensus, let me use that word, I believe these things can be settled based on where we are coming from. An African man is an African man, even if he is based abroad. An African woman should be an African woman, even if she's based abroad. Gone are those days whereby we see where people are losing their children. We see it is not supposed to be like that. As at them, a father can stick his head for his kids. But these days, a man gets a woman pregnant and let her be with and let his blood be wallowing on the street while others are looking for kids. So what have we done?
Mommy, okay, I don't know if it's by accident or so, but the link is there, Mommy, in case you want to come back up. Coach Red, this thing you are saying, this is one reason why I went back. I had to return to the to the ways of my ancestors. Because if you do me anything now, I'm not going to do, I leave it for God.
It does not stop you. Yes, it does not stop you from being a Christian. It doesn't stop anything.
I still serve God. No, I serve God because Christianity is not the only religion in the world. Okay, every religion still they serve God in their own way. So personally, I still serve my God. I still pray at home. I still read my Torah. Okay, I still observe the laws. I still do my best to keep the laws of God. Okay, but there are certain things that I no longer live as it is. You do it, you are getting it back because I have had enough of all these accusations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, I really feel, yes.
Mommy, welcome back.
Let me
I
face
don't
you.
know
Welcome.
how I fell off.
No, maybe it's network.
I also fell off too.
Yes,
There was
don't
go
know.
slow. There was
I
hold
really
up on
feel,
the road and you know
I really
yourself.
feel, I really feel your sentiment, Oos. And same goes to Shayarut, because peradventure there are things that have happened that shouldn't have been like that. Do you
Yeah.
understand? So these things is why I am proposing, for example, if there can be a way that these religions can come and have a consensus. If that can be done, if you to accuse somebody in the first place will be difficult. Because I'm very sure that before you accuse us at 20, 15 years ago, let's say 20 years ago, you will be shaky. Your mouth will be moving. You are saying, I was still very young then. To lie then was difficult. But now lie
Yes.
is just like any other thing.
It's
Lie now is
normal.
very simple.
It's
It's normal.
normal.
So how did we get here? That a daughter can accuse the father, for example. How did we get here? That somebody that calls himself a family friend can accuse somebody who fed him or her. How did we get here? That somebody who stood for somebody can be accused of stealing the money, or he or she did not eat. How? How did we get here? That should be a question that we should ask, maybe in the
No
next live
fear
stream.
of God anymore.
At
There is no
all.
fear of God.
There is no
People
fear
are
Yeah.
that
not
yes,
even thinking that
you're
this
just
person I'm
thinking.
lying against, I'm
Yes.
laying this
No.
accusation against, may suffer for a long time. No
Yeah.
fear, no
No
remorse.
No
fear.
fear.
And you wake up
Hmm.
every day knowing that somebody is behind, is inside for something they never did. A woman is out on the street with her children for something she never committed, because you don't just like her face, you don't like her
Yeah.
spirit, you don't like her guts.
Because she refused to marry you when your younger brother passed on, younger other brother passed on. You accuse her.
Mm.
These are things that we have known that happens. But how do we
It's terrible.
bring these things back to, at least before you accuse somebody, you have a rethink. What will give you that fear? That yes, if you lie here, you go for it. What will bring that fear? That's the problem we are
It's the
talking about.
mindset. The mindset of the society. Our mindset needs to change.
It has
Knowing
changed
that there is
dramatically. It has
consequences,
changed.
because no more consequences. That's why people have become
You
hardened
just
and
do things. You think
thick-skinned.
because you have
There's
done
no
it,
consequence for
it's all right.
anything.
Yes.
There's no consequence for anything. No consequence. Until we bring back that culture of consequence. There is a consequence for every
There is,
action. Then
yes.
things will change.
Saya Ruth,
You know?
there
Yeah.
is one thing in my family. What I am
Mm.
from the Ifeanyi Chuku family of Iyala in Anambra. There is something about my family. We don't shit people, but if you shit us, that money you shit us with will not do anything for you. That's why I am very skeptical when it comes from shitting. When it comes from giving prize or trying to get gain, I don't do it. Because why? There are some things that your forefathers have fought for that they don't want you to
Yes.
put your hand in.
Yes.
Do you understand it? So it is
Yes, I
quite
do.
yes, it is quite unfortunate that most of us are forgetting what our family background tells us while we were growing. I was 2 years old when my father started telling us, don't cheat anybody in business, in anything. You will not survive with that money. It will just go into thin air from you. You will not know. My father will always tell us, please, even when I was coming to Europe, my mother told me something that I always tell people. He said, my son, please don't get money that I cannot eat with my 2 eyes open. Always make sure you bring money that I can eat with my 2 eyes open. That was what my mother told me when I was leaving Nigeria. Because she only told me that to remember me where I'm coming from. Because she know that where I'm coming to, things are going to make me change. Do you know how many times I've seen Link to do shady things? But I said, no, my family name, where I'm coming from, family background, people that trained me are Reverend Fathers. Am I coming to spoil that name?
Very good.
Am I coming to spoil those names? Those people that have taught me, Father Neru, Father Olivia, Father Jonah, all of them. Am I going to pour all they have taught me and put it on the dustbin? I can't soil that name. I can't soil that training. So how do we not talk to our children these days? Please try to be faithful to yourself. Try to treat others the way you want them to treat you. Can we?
I think it's one way that we can begin to change our mindset by teaching our children that this is lie. I mean, children, the way children even accuse, Children, innocent children who are supposed to be innocent, today can lie and stand, look you into the face and say, yes, you did it.
Yes. Let me
Not
just chip
here.
in this thing. You know, my first daughter is turning 20 tomorrow, 20 years tomorrow.
Wow.
When she was 4 years old, I took her to work at the time. I was still working in court. I took her to court and I made sure I took her down the cells. Kids are not allowed to go into, but because by virtue of the fact that I was working there, I spoke to the court oddly and I said, you know what, I just want my child to, see. And I took her downstairs and I said, listen, there is a juvenile prison. I took her downstairs and she could see children. It's a juvenile prison. It's not as harsh as it is for adults, but still, there is a gate covering everywhere. You can see that they are not happy to be there. There's no toy for them to play. Their parents are not there. And the trauma that she had, when we came back and I explained to her, if you commit a crime, this is where they take them to. So parents who don't give their children that kind, I'm not saying it has to be as harsh as that. You understand? You know, some people are very extreme. I'm one of those kind of people. I'm very extreme. You understand? So, I mean, start telling them the fundamentals on time. On time. You understand? Don't take anything that does not belong to you. Anything you cannot afford. Don't even look at it. Don't even yearn for it. You understand? Small things like that, they will add up by themselves as time goes on. They will learn more. Just give them the fundamentals, the primary, the rest. Once you imbibe that in them, to know that there is consequence for every action. Once you make them understand that, the rest will fall in place. The rest will fall in place. But when we leave our children like that, anything you think they are being smart, you think they are sharp, they go and they cheat, they fight, they do all those things. They will only graduate from one particular bad character to the other until one day they will carry a gun and put on your head. When they look around, they don't find it. You, the mother or the father or the guardian, will be the next target.
It's happening.
That's what we're failing
It's
to
happening
see.
in Western world already.
Oh.
It's happening.
But before we even before we even go down to what we are talking about, teaching our children, we have to even start with parents. Parents who lie in front of the children. Parents who use their children as in between. Tell daddy that I've gone to do this when they are going out with their boyfriend. These are mothers doing this with their children and vice versa. Let us even start there. Who are these parents? Some of these parents who are going to teach those children we are talking about. That's why some of them are in young offenders unit, because there's the parents are absent. They're there, but they're absent. Even though they live with them, but they're absent because they are just busy doing their own things and even teaching the children to lie. So that's where we have to start. So I always say to people, you don't have to have children. If you're not prepared, having children is a big deal. It's not as simple as just meeting up with your husband, getting pregnant, carrying the baby for 9 months and dropping the baby and off you go. No, it's a big deal.
I can also have a child.
It's a big deal. So you can't just have them and just do what you like in front of them and expect them to turn out to be something else. Children learn by what they see. Never mind what you tell them. I've raised up 4 boys, 4 men. They're all men now. And I've always said to them before they left the house, I said, look, if when you start getting married, if I hear anything that you've done with about your wife or whatever, you're not treating your wife well, I wonder, I'll be so disappointed, because I wonder where did that come from? Because you've seen what we do here. So if I don't have that, if I can't say that to them, if I wasn't doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I say that to them, remember, these children were all born here. They will turn around and say to me, Mom, sorry, what have you got? They will tell you. They will tell you off when you start correcting them, when you're not even doing what you should be doing. So
Yeah.
let us even start from there. Parents,
Yes.
some parents disappoint me. Some parents are so disgusting. The way they behave, what they do in front of their children, what they tell these children to do. And they think that they're just, I don't know what they think they're doing. Because they're in diaspora. I don't know whether it happens any other place, but because I've lived in this country more than I've lived in Nigeria. I left Nigeria in my 20s, and I'm now 61, going to 62. So I've lived in this country more than I've lived in Nigeria. But some of the things I see parents do, both here and in Nigeria, at home when I visit, it just makes me sick. And I kept saying to people, you get married, people are baby shaming you. Oh, it's 5-6 months, look at you. Or people will have one child. Now, only one pekin you go born. That becomes a big, they start accusing. And people will be forcing themselves, going to have children that they don't have time for. And you wonder why the society, it's going to get worse.
It's going to get worse.
Unfortunately, things are going to get worse because these mothers these days do not care. Some of them, anyway, not all of them, but some of them do not care. And it breaks my heart because, I'm very high on marriage, family, relationship, children. It just breaks my heart what is going on. And when some of them, to the extent that they see you, because I accumulate children a lot. Anywhere I go, anybody that calls me, I just accumulate. And one of them, I was so sad to even, there's something we invited him and his wife to our house. And he did not hide it by saying to us, does it happen in every Nigerian home, what you and daddy are doing? I don't want to mention what it was. But the thing is, some of them, it's not their fault. It's just the way they are raised up. We have to put in more effort. If myself and my husband wanted to get all the money in this London, we've been here 35 years, we will go on and get it. But when our boys were young, they did not go to any childminder. We walked around them, both of us, and it paid off. It paid off at the end. Now they're all gone, and they're happy. We're happy. We can enjoy our older age.
You see,
but if you don't do that hard work when they're younger, they will end up in young offenders institute. And as they get older, they go to the adult ones. You will never have peace, no matter how much you think this stupid boy, stupid girl, this and that. Stupid girl, you are the mother of a stupid girl. You are the father of a stupid boy. They are from you. There's no point saying stupid. Oh, that one. I cursed the day I had him. Really? He did not ask you to have him. He was where he was, and you decided to conceive and have him or her. So parents should be doing better. I'm sorry, I'm becoming a bit this thing because it's just too much. Too much going on. Parents are not doing enough. Some parents are not doing enough, especially now with all this internet, with all these gadgets. You see a 2-year-old being handed a phone for him or her to shut up so they can start do what they do. You see family go on
and tablet, mommy. They are pacifiers now. Once a child does, hey, take. Gadgets. Every little child, 1 year, has a phone now.
So heartbreaking. So we just have to have to keep saying this because it's just too much. It's too much going on.
Yes. Sincerely speaking, like I was saying before, like mommy just said, it is true. We start from the parents, and I can see a comment in the comment section from Cornelius, who is advising us to go back to that origin we left. Yes. We are not saying Christianity or any other religion or traditionalist or as the case may be, they are all bad. No, but no one is bad. But we are taking it above the bar. We cannot say because of this, like we are also preaching, you cannot say because of you want to be a Christian and you spoil the rod. It is said in the Bible, spoil the rod and spoil the child. Like mommy said just now, there's some things we as parents need to, although I'm not a parent yet, we need to be doing as parents.
My brother,
the Western world is not helping anymore. You can't even scold a child. You can't even scold your own child in peace.
My brother, I'm sorry. You can't scold the child. You know, you saying that we go back, Christianity is not the problem, Judaism. So what is the problem? Let's be honest, because if you say you want to take it back,
That's what I'm
Westernization is the problem.
trying to say.
Okay.
The computer age. We are now in the
Yes.
21st century. I'm not saying this religion is this. No, I'm talking about the particular situation we have seen ourselves because of the environmental factor and the race that we are. We are in the 21st century, for crying out loud. Things have changed. These days we have blender that blend tomatoes for us. As at those days, like many years ago, it was through mortar or through the grinding stone. So things are evolving. So as they are evolving, we are trying to evolve with those things and living where we are coming from. That's my own point. I'm not saying anyone is bad. I'm only trying to let us try and inculcate those normal, homely English will not kill me. Those normal and gradual training that we give to our children while they are growing up, at least to see how far we can do before they get to that age that they cannot turn back again.
Before I forget,
read some charts.
Before,
Some of the
yes,
charts.
Julia Isi said, keep preaching, Mama. My children want phone, and I and my hubby said no. Now I saw something. I know so many of you must have seen this video go viral.
Princess said something. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let me see. She said, okay, so if anyone is not ready to raise a child, don't get pregnant. Period.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Period.
It's not a must.
Now,
people are just rushing to have children and they don't have time for them.
Mommy, I don't know if you saw the video. It's been going viral for the past 3 days, 3 or 4 days now, of a little boy. Cosmet, you must have seen that video of a little boy. He shouldn't be beyond maybe 3 years. He was with the father in the car. I don't know if any of you have seen that video. And they were eating something, and then the father said, "What do you want me to do now?" And the boy said, "I want you to die." What? And the father said, "Yes, I want you to buy. I want you to do." And the father looked at him. 3 years. That boy should be more than 3 years. And the father looked at him and said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Yes." Oh, mommy, if you see it,
too much TV.
No, he watched it on a movie, and the father, no, you need to see the emphasis. And the father said, "Why would you want me to?" And he said, "Because I want you to." And he said, "How?" He said, "Just go to the kitchen, pick a knife, and stab yourself."
You see?
And the father said, "Why would you want that?" He said, "Because I want you to be dead, like real dead." And then the father now said, "So when I fall down, what would you do?" He said, "Nothing. I will just watch you die." 3 years. Parents, keep giving your children phones to watch movies. Expose them to movies. Expose them. This boy has been exposed to the worst of it. And I'm advocating, anytime I see the video, anyway, I said, this child should be taken away from any man whoever is caring for this boy.
Yes.
The way he emphasized on how the father should do it. He said, "I want you to," I said, "I want you to go." And he was saying it with so much confidence. I have to tell you, he knows what it means.
It's something that he has watched and he's just replaying in his head.
Yes. And he saw it that the person who passed on here didn't get any help either. And that was why he said, he said, "I will do nothing. I will only watch you."
Good.
3 years. This boy should look for that. Just look for. In fact, if I see it, I will share it with you on WhatsApp. It's heartbreaking. These are the things kids are being exposed to. And you know the sad part, we abroad, it's not always easy to have children and work at the same time. But we have to balance it. If you want your children to turn out well, you can't eat your cake and have it. We already know the society is not helping.
We as parents, we lost out a lot on various other things when our children were growing up, but we did not mind. I'm not saying that they're angels, but thank God for who they are today. And now we can relax. If they are inside, no matter whatever they've done, whatever how much we say, stupid boy, stupid that, we are still going to be going there to visit. We're not going to have rest of mind. So do the hard work when they were younger. Before you know it, they'll become independent. And that thing you instilled in them, no matter what, no matter where they are, no matter what they do, they will always push back and rebel. In fact, sometimes they will see other children talking to their parents anyhow, and they will turn around and say, "Look at how they're talking to her mom," because they're not used to that. So let
Yes.
them be when they see situations like that, let them be the ones to be teaching other children the way to behave. But unfortunately, we are so busy. We are looking for money. Money will be there, and our children will be gone, and we miss out.
Western
They grow so
education
quick.
has
They grow so quick.
Western lifestyle has also dealt so badly with us. Oh no, it has really messed up most of our children. But God helping us, like we're saying now, parents must just be hands on. Just be hands on. It's just the sacrifice that you have to put for yourself, for your old age, for your peace of mind. Because eventually it's going to catch up with you. If you don't do it now, you're going to cry later.
Oh,
You're going to cry later.
Definitely. Do the hard work now.
Now,
once they grow up, you have some peace. If not, you're not going to have peace. Even in your old age, you won't have peace.
They will even be the reason for your tears. They will be the reason you regret ever being a parent.
You know?
So.
Well, generally now, I think Shaya mentioned something about. She mentioned the legal aspect of it. Of using the law when you are wrongly accused. When you've been wrongly accused, use the law, like fight from every angle. And Cornelius Cosrep advocating for fighting it with the way, of our religion. We have different religions here, but like the way of our ancestors, you follow. So long as your hand is clean, if somebody comes to accuse you wrongly, that's what they call Ofonogu, which is justice and equity. When you go before Ofonogu and you cry out, it will definitely strike the person, answer instantly. Mommy Ifechi has given her own as well. God answers, though it delays sometimes it's instant. We know that. Sometimes we know it's instant. Sometimes God is giving the person a chance to repent, giving the person a chance to change that false testimony, just so that soul can be saved. But as God is waiting, somebody is also suffering. So somebody is also suffering. This is not funny. God, it's not funny.
What? God cannot do everything for us. That's why He has given us common sense. Common sense. That even in the Old Testament, even Moshe argued with God. He argued with God. It doesn't say that we cannot argue with God. It doesn't say that we cannot fight with Him. Yes, we can fight. We can disagree with Him. So, point is, if you know something is wrong, don't say, I leave it to God. No. He has given you also, we are partners with God. You have that inclination to know good and bad. So if you know good, do good. If you know bad, leave that bad. You understand? Don't say somebody has accused you, now leave it to God. No. God didn't say you should leave it to Him. No, He didn't say so. So take the right steps. Drag that person out. Drag that person out. It's stupid for you to keep quiet and somebody comes and shoots you. You keep quiet. You will die, you go. Stand up and fight for yourself. Do not keep quiet. My last take on this is don't keep quiet, because when you keep quiet, you enable them. It's an enabler. If you leave it to God, you will enable this behavior. It will continue. So never ever remove the power from the accuser. Remove the power. Shame them. Take out the whatever, that thing from the dark. Put it up so that light will shine and everybody will see for what it is. But as long as we keep hiding and we say it one corner here, and when we say it in the other corner, they are not calling everybody out to say, yeah, come out and say it here. It will continue. It will not stop. No, let's leave it. You know what? It is well. It is not well. It is not well. It is not well. Drag them out. Drag them out.
Drag them and fight like a tiger.
Drag them. Drag them
Uh,
out.
oh,
Drag
oh,
them
oh,
out. Really drag
host,
them. Drag
host
them.
and co-hosts. I want to drop now. I want to thank all of you for giving me the platform to talk. I am busy right now. I said, let me just say before I go off. But my last words I would say here is that in as much as I have not given birth yet, for those of us who are already parents, please, the future of your kids at a point lies in your hands. What they say, what they do, what they act, it's a result of what they see you doing. I have had issues of a boy beating the wife when they ask him, he say, my father used to the wife when they ask him, he say, my father used to those days.
Oh, I think your network. Oh, your network.
On the
That's right.
my network.
Okay, we can
We
hear you
couldn't
now.
hear you
Oh, you're
properly
your man,
before.
you're my welcome. Okay, it's better now. It's hanging again.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me now?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes. And so, like I was saying, like our sister who was deleted by the husband few months ago, one of the kids confirmed that they used to flog their mother on the orders of their father.
Hmm.
So it will now boil down to what parents teach their children while they were
Mm.
growing up. Imagine a child of about 10 years, 11 years, or maybe 8 years who can flog the mother, can easily flog the wife without looking back.
Of
So we should
course.
try to
Ah,
know what, yes, we should try to know what we're teaching these people at a point in time. If, like I always said, spoil the rod and spare the rod and spoil the child. If you say because they are your children, you don't want to train them, you are the one that's going to regret it in future. So, having
yes.
said that, I want to thank all of us for our contributions. Oh, thank you for having me, Mama Ifeshi. Thank you so much for your motherly care, motherly concern. We really do
Thank you,
appreciate.
son.
And for those of us in the chat,
Thank
I
you,
see us.
Cosred.
Nemuzo, I see us. Oyoyo Sword just came in. Our hobby, Cornelius, I've been seeing you. Princess Beyond Fashions, I see all of you. Be Yourself Dynasty, Mama True Manley,
Hmm.
I see all of us. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with us. And till I come away next time, till you see me in your screen, English will not kill me. I leave all of us in peace.
Thank you,
Bye.
Cosred. Thank you so much, Mommy. Let's hear, Mommy. Let's hear your final counsel.
Yeah, so because it's 10 o'clock now, I need to calm down. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I
know.
thought
I
the
know.
topic was about how you deal with a false accusation. Anyway, I think
Yes.
I've seen all the charts and that we need to go back to our root and all the rest of it. But remember, most of us on this chat tonight, we are in diaspora. How do we go back up to those roots? We are raising these children up here. Some of these accusations we're talking about are happening over here. So is it when it
Yes.
happens here, then we start traveling back home to go and consult those oracles or go and tell the village people to come and address the wife or the woman? So we have to make do with what we have at hand at the moment and where we are at the moment, which is most of us are
Yeah.
in diaspora, where we can
Enough.
see the way things are. Yeah, the way things are going is all towards the other side, protecting the woman and the children more against the man. So the best way, I think, that this can be handled is to start on time. Even I know people are now worried about getting women from wives from abroad, from
Nigeria. Yeah.
Africa, yeah, from Nigeria in particular, to come over here. But I don't think that is that everybody is not the same. I think you need to make things clear and really understand what both of you want out of that marriage. Because some people, if you are bringing the wife because she's a nurse or she's in medical field and you're bringing her for money, she will come here and make the money and then treat you anyhow. So
Ah,
things needs to be balanced. It shouldn't marriage should not really be for material reasons to be the first thing that you want a marriage is for material reasons. That's why when people do some of these things, you wonder, how can you do these things to somebody you call your wife or your husband? Because the actual real love is not there. The love is just based on something. That's why they can do these things. They can send you inside and still go to sleep without minding, without bothering. So I think we just need to go back to basics when it comes to this, because yes, we're talking about, I can see your Cornelius talking about going back to roots and doing all that, but he's in Brazil, he's not in Nigeria. So these things we are talking about may happen in back home, but this majority of us on this chat today are in diaspora. How do we do it? What do we do? So what we do is to people understand why they got married in the first place, and then decide if they actually want to have children. And if they want to, they have to also decide and agree that we are going to have children is hard work. How do we do it? Yes, it's hard work. Dressing up children, if you really want to do it properly, is hard work. You have to sacrifice a lot, because they did not ask to be brought into the world, so you have to make out that time for them. Unfortunately, that's how I see it. When parents start complaining about their children, when they start complaining about their children, I don't understand parents when they complain about children. Oh, these hot children. What? You had 3, 4 children. Who asked you to? Why are you complaining? Why are you taking it out on the children? I can't get my head. I can't get my head around that one, to be quite honest, because it's none of their problem. But unfortunately, a lot of some parents, not a lot, I would say some parents, take these things out on the children, shout on them, beat them. I'm so busy. I just came back from work. I haven't slept. Whose business is that? It's your business. I don't know. So we just have to decide what we actually want in this marriage and raising up children, because if we don't get it right when they are young, as they get older and get into lots of troubles, we're not going to have a stable older age. And that is just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. Yeah.
Mommy, this is just truth. And I thank God it's coming from you. You've had the experience, and you and Daddy did your best to raise 4 amazing young guys. And it's paying off today. If parents will understand that raising children is hard work on its own, like it's a full-time job. It's going to be better, because I know people with more, and they tell you they work. Nobody's saying you shouldn't work. But at the end of the day, what are you sacrificing? You have to be there. That means you have to work and also put an eye to give these children proper upbringing. It is not going to be rosy.
Honestly, have 1 or 2 if you can. At no point saying, "Oh, I have all these children, I have to care for them." Who cares? It's your fault. It's your decision. I don't understand why people start making all these excuses about their children, as if the children were just manufactured, as if they just fell from the sky.
They did, and it entered again, and that one grew. They did again. Now you're coming to blame your work. It is you that pushed it. Did you do it, and I will come and carry the pregnancy?
How they'll be telling these children off and telling them, you have this, you have that, and you caused me this and that. Hey, I don't understand.
Oh, Mommy, thank you very much. We will keep speaking. We will keep talking about this. We will keep speaking. We will keep talking. Thank God you are doing your best. Thank God you are doing it, and you keep pushing it out daily as well. Thank you.
We have to. Princess said something to me. She said, "My dear Lady Fetchy, some of them tell me that is old school. Old school is better. Send me to that old school anytime. I'll remain there and have a master's degree, PhD, and whatever is next. I'll be in that old school. It's better for me." Yes. And I say that old school is the way I have become who I am. Yes, and it's how I raise my children. Absolutely. Absolutely. And because it's what you teach them is what they see. Honestly, sometimes what you teach them, even in this generation now, what you teach them is what from home. When they go out there and see others behaving otherwise, they will be surprised. They will be the one telling them. In fact, there's one that actually, due to her own behavior, she changed this girl changed her own friends because she's behaving differently and other people were disabled, and then they have to try and change to her own way. So do your own thing, and your child may even be the one that will, other children they don't know any better because they were not well brought up. And if your own is behaving differently, they want to know why, they want to follow. So let us just do our best. They grow so quick. I kept saying that. Sometimes I remember vividly all four of them. I remember exactly their labor. I remember their delivery and everything. I tell them that story. I guess it's so embarrassed because it just, to me, it's like the other day. But look at them now. So let us just do that hard work. It doesn't take too much time, and they grow and become independent, and you have your peace. If you don't do your hard work, you won't have your peace. So you are getting older and you are very, very unsettled. And you don't want to be like that. Trust me.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you here.
Thank you, ma. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Good
Enjoy. Have a
night.
beautiful night rest, ma. Good night.
Thank you, my dear.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
your
you.
one,
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Oh, yeah, your one, your ma. Thank you for this super sticker. God bless you. God bless you, gorgeous. Thank you. And this is how we wrap it up for tonight. I mean, it has been an emotional moment because this is the reason why I made it. I know a couple of persons who are going through this false accusation. One of my very good friends lost her marriage to false accusation. She's still single. She's still trying to wrap her head around this. A lot of women have been accused. Some have passed on because of things. I mean, their emotion couldn't take it. Their mental health couldn't take it. Please, I'm begging. Before you go about accusing anyone, before you go about lying against anyone, think about the consequence. Ask yourself, if this is done to you or to your child or to someone you love and cherish, how would you take it? Let's live with our conscience. Let our conscience be alive and have fear of God. Fear of God. What is the essence of the mosque, the church, the synagogue, the OB, everything? What is the essence of it all if at the end of the day our conscience are dead? What is the essence if we don't have a living conscience? Whatever it is, you've already ruined the person's life, the person you're accusing. You've ruined the life. Some never recover. Some get traumatized for life. Someone like me, I'm still trying to get over it. It is not easy. Do not lie against someone. Do not accuse someone falsely. It is even in the Holy Book. It is wrong. And let's also teach our children to speak the truth. It is not just telling them, but let them see it that you are a father, a mother that speaks the truth and live for the truth. You are the first role model. You are the first role model. It is not just you saying it. Practice what you preach. Let those children grow up to know you as a God-fearing parent who says something and stand by it. And God will help us. Life as Lizzie, sorry I missed you. Welcome. Thank you so much. I didn't know when you came in. Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you. So please let us learn to stand by the truth and always say the truth. Yes. In fact, I am trying to be strong. I have gone through a lot. I have not even yet unfolded my story. I have gone. It was not easy as a young lady, 16. I remember how old. My brother was 18 then. How could I, a 16 years old girl, could have done that to my elder brother? And I loved him so much, so much. Let's not even talk about is the women that some in-laws are ganging up against to send them out of their husband's house for no reason, because you don't love them, because of their brother's money and properties. Some brothers are ganging up against their brother's wife so that, they can take over, so they can send her away. Somebody somewhere is scheming to take what rightfully belongs to another woman so she can go out on the street with her children. How do you sleep? How do you go to bed? How? Let us have a living conscience and remember that this life, whatever we do, I believe in karma. Sometimes karma takes long, but it is real. What we sow in this life, we shall reap. And if we don't live it, if we don't reap it in this life, we will reap it in the next life. I believe in reincarnation. You do it and get away with it. Oh, the prize is there in the next world. And for those who believe in hell, it is there. Please, false accusation is terrible. Accusing someone wrongly is horrible. Just know it that someone somewhere is crying, is contemplating suicide because they can't take it anymore. A woman is fighting tooth and nail to keep her marriage, trying to convince the husband and everyone that she's innocent of the crime they're accusing her of. Some have been accused of cheating when they didn't do it. Some have been accused of being fetish when their hands are clean. How did we get to this point? How did we get to this point? How did we lose ourselves? That you're going to watch a woman, a human being burnt to death without asking question on false allegation. How did we get to this point? Let's stand up for the truth. Like Shaya said, stand up and fight. Silence sometimes is not enough. It is good to speak up. It is good to raise your voice. Shout to the rooftop if you have to. Fight tooth and nail like a wounded lion and cry your name. Because sometimes when you're quiet, say you leave it for God, these people get away with it. They hurt you over and over again without thinking twice. Yes, the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can tell? The more we keep quiet and allow this, the more these people have the power. We are enabling. Fight and clear your name. If you have to, even if it's the last thing you do to clear your name, you do that. For your children, for yourself, you do that. Let nobody silence you. Let nobody overshadow you. Let nobody squeeze your voice down. Let nobody take out your voice. Speak and fight. Fight with the law. Fight with everything. Fight spiritually. Look, I have come to the point where I am not going to let things slide anymore. You do it, you get it back. I'm going to fight to the law. I'm going to fight spiritually. Oh, I'm going to cry out to my creator. I'm going to fight like a wounded lion until I get justice. I'm going to fight, even if it's the last thing I do. As we pray to God, we also stand up with our voice and clear our names. And may God help us. Let our conscience be alive. Please, I leave you guys with this. Remember that karma is real. For what a man soweth, he shall reap. What you sow is what you reap. And you help others. When you know somebody is innocent, do not keep quiet. Do not enable the accusers. When you know somebody somewhere is being accused of what they didn't do, and you know it deep down with you that the person is innocent, help out. Help the person. Speak out. Fight for them. Give them a voice. If you need to help them financially to get the justice they need, help them if you have the means to fight, clear their name, so they don't languish languish behind. Lend your voice. Don't just stand afar and say, oh, it happened. Oh, God will help you. Don't stand afar and say, God will help you. Yes, God is going to use you to help someone. God will use you to help that person. You are the person God is using. So do not fold your hand and say, God will help you. Help out whichever way. Help them get an attorney. Help them fight. Stand by them and help them speak. Some voices have been silenced. They don't even have the strength to speak out anymore. They don't have the strength. Give them that voice. Help them whichever way you can. Let this world be a better place. The world is already tough enough for everyone. Life is tough enough. And if you are out there, finally, you are dealing with this. You have been accused wrongly. Firstly, for what you didn't know, what you didn't do. I want you to know that there are people equally, who are in the same shoe. As you pray, do all you can. Take practical steps as well. Get the law. Speak out. Fight. Do not be silent. Fight, even if it's the last thing you're going to do. Do not be silent. For when you keep quiet, you enable them. They take your power. They take your voice away from you. Your voice is the only thing you have. Use it, and use it very well. Yes, makes you an accomplice, especially when you know they're innocent. Help. Encourage them. So if you're going through this, know that you are not alone. There are people out there. Look for help. There are bodies and organizations that you can reach out to. While you're praying to God to help you, and we're praying that you get the help you need, that God helps you. But I know that karma will get back at whoever is accusing you wrongly, whoever is hurting you so much. God will fight for you as well. And karma, the universe will align and pay the person back 1,000-fold. Thank you, guys. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you, Mary Queen. Yeah, we're already leaving. God bless you all. Have an amazing night rest. Good night, everyone. God bless you. Thank you so much for staying with me today on today's topic. God bless you. I appreciate you all, okay? Have an amazing night rest. Until we meet again tomorrow on another interesting topic on Love Night with Spice. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Cosrep. Thank you, Oyoyo Sword. True Mamle, God bless you, ma. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Nemuzo, thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. Dalorinne, thank you for your encouragement here. I know it. But God will bless you. God will bless you, Oyoyo. God will bless you. Mommy Fechi, always encouraging me as a daughter. Thank you so much. Odobu Kosre, thank you. Esther's Chronicles, God bless you. True Mamle, thank you, ma. God bless you. Who else do we have? The Princess Beyond Passion. Oh, my amazing gorgeous queen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lizzie Life as Lizzie, thank you so much. God bless you. Okay. I appreciate you, Fabro Happiness. Oh my God, just thank you so much. You've been so amazing with your support. I appreciate you, everyone. Have an amazing night rest. Sleep tight. Yeah. Olufunke, I did not forget you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get the names. Everyone, yeah, Shade. Thank you so much. Cornelius Okudilezo Keke, how will I miss you? Ezibodim Chuku Goziege. God bless you. Black Beauty TV, thank you. Be yourself, thank you. Everyone, Lucy, yeah, thank you so much. Enjoy your night rest, everyone. If I didn't call your name, Mommy T Bush, thank you. Mommy T, the she boss, yes, everyone. Hang out with Chica. God bless every one of you. Have an amazing night rest. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you all. Yeah. Yeah. Peculiar Beauty. Very Queen. Please give me peace of mind. Yeah. Shaya Roots, thank you so much. If you are still watching, I appreciate you. You're the only one for me. I'm coming home after the party. You were stressing me. You, cause I know you got it. And you're my company, and I'm for you, you can turn up. And you always come through for me, peace of my mind, yeah. You look like your time, you give me peace of my eyes, yeah. Your body is my attention, you give me peace of my eyes, yeah. You give me peace of mind, you give me peace of mind. Good night, everyone. God bless you all. I love you all. God bless you. Bye. Bye. Yeah, yeah, yeah.